That is a real snake. Oh my gosh, and he's got a big belly.
Good morning everybody and welcome back to the brand new video where we left off in the last episode. Today we are at Mary Cairncross and we're showing Mum a bit more of the hinterland. We've got a lot to explore, a lot to see, but Mum, going to absolutely love this place. Not only is it scenic, beautiful, a stunning place, guess what they've got? They've got a cafe. I know, calm down, contain your excitement, calm it down. Oh my goodness. This, honestly, it's stunning. It's stunning here. We only came up here recently because it's not dog friendly, but we came up here and absolutely fell in love. Mountain View Cafe, make our way in. There'll be tons of stuff that we've not seen, tons.
That'd be for the people. Yeah.
Look at this for a great spot. Let's head on in and grab a coffee and maybe a bite to eat.
She's getting right on the
She's
menu.
getting on it. Coffee's acquired and Mum's just asked why she thinks it's busy, but also look to your left, that could be a reason why it's busy. You got the whole Glasshouse mountain range, so maybe that's a contributing factor, maybe why. What do you reckon? Have you not? Well, there's a viewing point, so we'll get our coffees and then we'll go and have a look. That's one of the main attractions up here. I knew you hadn't seen it, that's why I was saying it to you. And here we go, showing Mum the view. Oh my goodness. 50 Shades of Green. The rain came down yesterday and you can see that just everything has a little bit more of a pop to it, doesn't it?
Is that where, if it rains, that the rain's going to be down like a little, well... I'm looking at that.
I don't know whether that's a trail. So on the side...
Yeah, that's what, or is it like, that's what I was going to say, or is it
So
like...
I think that is a hiking trail,
okay.
potentially. I might be wrong, I've not done that one. So if anybody knows, is that little sandy trail a route to walk up or where the rain comes down?
Because there is like a little woods at the top of it, sorry. A bush area.
Little bush area. Look at you picking up the lingo.
Little woods.
Oh, little woods.
Flying, glasses on.
Not bad at all. But because of the rain, we have been told that there are a couple of leeches about. And as much as we love little friendly tag-alongs, leeches aren't one of the tag-alongs. So let's get our shoes on, proper shoes, and then go for a walk through the reserve. We've just been back to the car. We have boots and proper footwear attire put on. And I've just sprayed our feet with all of this as well to hopefully repel as many leeches as we can. Now, something that I've not told you guys is one of my mum's biggest fears and dislikings in the animal world is... maggots and leeches. So that's the only two things that you're not big fans of.
So hopefully they'll go for you.
Yeah, I'll do a dance.
Point and then.
Oh right, okay, I see how it is. We were just sat in the cafe then, and you went, "What happens with leeches if you don't flick them off?" And I went, "Oh, they suck enough blood that they become the size of you, and you become the size of them." That's how leeches work here in Australia. No! We're now rolling up to the Rainforest Centre. Let's go and have a wander through. Oh, this should be exciting. What's great about this place is that it has this little information, like, museum centre just before you go into the rainforest. And it is free. So it's fantastic if you're just coming through with a family to just come, explore a bit of what's on your doorstep and learn a bit more about the wilderness and creatures nearby.
Explain. It's crazy that this is free. Like, there's no
It is
charge.
insane. In the UK?
In the UK, they're
Oh, and then some. You'd have to get a second loan out. You'd have to, trade in one of your children to prove that you were coming back. It's like when you leave, you have to leave like your phone to prove that you're going to come back with something. That's the thing, isn't it? Imagine this. If I had kids, I would have their bedroom all themed to this, like this rainforesty theme. So cool. Wow. What's peeking behind here? Too precious to lose. Little parrot. Is it a parrot? Yeah, thick parrot. Oh, cute. There's been so many huntsmans around the house at the moment. They're all diddy ones, like...
Yeah.
I did the bin run, and there was one on the front door. Then I went outside, and there was another one outside, and there was one in the bedroom. Unless it's one that's getting around the house.
I've seen two outside.
There was
Three outside.
one in the bathroom the other day.
Yeah.
He stood in the middle of the floor looking at me going, "You're not leaving." And I was like, "Hell," brushing my teeth. Looking at all these books, and Mum is not happy with this one. It's Mum's favourites. Look at that. Brush Turkey is getting a bad name for himself. You're not happy with that, are you?
Oh,
Those are your spirit animal
I
then.
do like them. We've got
So we've got a little forest list to go and do. Let's go and do it. Have you seen this at the front as well? Come and have a look. Look at this. So this,
Snakes.
a real snake skin.
Is that real?
And a nest, all stuck with tea paper. So the lovely lady here is showing us some clips. Look at that.
It uses a rough surface just to help it.
To drag it off. And look at the colour difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some oil under there which helps it lubricate.
That is amazing.
They've got a shiny new coat.
Yeah.
They look so fresh, don't they?
Yeah.
It's
But
like-
it could take up to a couple of weeks for it to all come off.
No,
It's
really?
not just happen in 5 minutes, you know.
So the lady's going to show us where the snake is.
You wouldn't do the round walk going this way and go around there. You might be more likely to see it like we often go around this way.
Yes.
But if you go this way, the snake is there's some boardwalk here. So down by this creek here, I don't know exactly where because I went for a walk, but I didn't do that little bit.
Okay.
Someone just told me they saw a carpet snake that had eaten something. So it's in this creek area, anywhere around that
Goodness.
area.
I'd love to see a
Yeah.
carpet snake.
But
Right.
It may not be. It may
If
not
we
be
get
there.
chance, if we get chance.
Thank you so much.
How lovely is Karen? Karen is beautiful. What a lovely lady. Let's get pressing Noisy Pitter. Have a listen. Okay, so it's a woot doo doo. Woot doo doo.
Said this one.
You'll probably
It's very much like
a robin or something, isn't it? You'll see this one just hopping about probably before you hear it. So
Let's do it one more time.
let's have a listen. Okay, there we got that. What's really good is this sounds like a menu of chef specials in a restaurant of all the different animals that you have maybe a higher chance to see at the time of year. So it's like a menu of chef specials. And one of the animals it's saying is the Regent bowerbird is potentially nearby. So keep our eyes open for Regent bowerbird, Rufous fantail, Noisy Pitter, and then on top of that, we've also got potential chance of seeing a carpet python, along with the potential chance of seeing pademelons as well. So let's get going with the rainforest walk. What a day for it. Oh.
Something else?
What are we seeing? What are we seeing?
Is it the buttress route?
Oh,
Or is that strangle there? It's a buttress route.
I can't believe it's not buttress root. Is it?
Yep.
Are you sure? Are we sure? No, that's a fig tree.
Oh,
The right one.
strangle there.
No, yep, there we go. You got strangled fig. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Mum has just done an amazing spot, and I don't even know which one this is. I'm gonna have to ask. Look at that for a spot. Now I've seen these ones in zoos, but I forget the names. But I don't know which one it is. What a great spot! Right near the entrance. Mum, you've got eagle eyes. What a spot. So I just ran back and I spoke to Karen, and she said that it isn't a water dragon, it's a southern angle-headed dragon, which is pretty incredible. She thinks it's a female. That's the first time I've ever seen one of those. What an eye from Mum. Well, I went and spoke to her because that guy behind us was saying it's a water dragon. I said, that's not a water dragon. She said, it's a southern angle-headed dragon. So that is the first time me and Cody have ever seen one of those. Yeah. Nice spot. Take it off. It's
Again.
southern angle-headed dragon, I think she said. Angle-headed dragon. So, Mum, keep your eyes open because that was an amazing spot. And we're literally
Question.
not even 10 spots in.
You know the bird that sounds like a baby crying?
Yes.
What bird is that?
I forget its name, but I think it is just like a...
We've heard it.
Oh, right, all right, we'll tick it off then.
It's
Crying
just
baby bird.
But
Look
we've
at
not
that.
seen it though, so should we wait?
You've not seen it, but you've heard it. But look, the entrance is just there, and we've not even done 10 steps and I've had to run back, so... Nice spot, Mum.
Whoa.
Look at that. How insane is that?
Pretty mental, them things. They're like alien plants.
They are like alien plants. It's truly incredible, that. Look at that. And how they look hollow. They look like a kid's climbing frame, don't they?
Did they actually produce figs?
Not too sure. I think, yeah, I'm sure. Of course they do. Of course they do.
really?
Yeah, of course they
Yeah.
do. It's too off in the bush, but Mum's just seen a Rufous fantail, so she's going to take that one off. I tell you, you're getting all the ones that aren't even on there. I love how you've done cane toad as a tick. We're not counting. You should squish the cane toads. People don't like the cane toads. Ticking it off.
Can you not like make them food? Can you not make them food and then you could get rid of them easier because people would be eating them?
Do you want to eat the cane toad?
Or you eat frogs' legs?
I've never had cane toad leg, and I also think they're poisonous.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
poisonous when they're dead.
Yeah, but I mean, unless you're extracting the poison, like a pufferfish.
So would you stroke them it's poison, or is it a bite or something?
They let out a pheromone from the back, I think. So, yeah, it can be really bad for dogs. So they always say just watch your dogs for sniffing them. So when we first came over, if Pico was in the garden and we were filming him, like, oh, look, people like, just watch out because that could kill Pico. We spoke to another guy who owned a Pomeranian and his dog nearly died. She started convulsing and frothing at the mouth because she'd gone out in the garden and sniffed one. So, yeah, it's really, really bad. You have to, like, wash the mouth out and get them to a vet quick. If this little mushroom or fungi is not called a creme brulee fungi, then somebody has missed a trick. It literally looks like you could crack the top of it with a spoon. I'm not going to try it, though.
Oh, there, spank
Love this, thank you. How many lists on your list have you got ticked off?
I never got left.
How many have you got left? 7. And how many have you got?
I put quite a lot on.
Oh, right.
Little.
Yeah.
Actually, on the one, we've only got 6.
And we've hardly done any steps though, so keep it up.
Today could be the day you see a snake for the first time.
Snacky. Mum's first snacky. So, a lovely lady has just gone past us and said, try and get down to the creek section as I've just seen the python. How lovely is that? Oh my gosh. What if it's a paddy melon? What if it's Pico? We're going to head on down now, straight to that, and then we'll walk out and have a look around, mainly when we're leaving. Let's get to see a python. Mum's first snake. Mum's first snake. You've not seen anything. It's just ridiculous. Letting us down, Australia. I was just about to say, the funniest thing is, this is probably the longest we've gone without seeing a snake.
I am shocked at this time of year.
Let's get down this way.
One just came out in the path in front of us when my dad was here. That was only, what,
Wow.
2 weeks
It-
before you
yeah,
came? A couple
yeah.
of weeks.
Can I stand next to it?
It is insane. I don't think you can go into the bush bit, but you can just go here, not to disturb it.
Big that bloody thing is.
It is crazy big. Just goes on and on. I can't even get it on camera how tall it is, but wow. And what were they called? They're the, not, what's it, the something root? Buttress root. Is that
I think that's
buttress?
the buttress root of the strangled fig, maybe. I think the root might be called that. I don't know.
Let us know, people. Cody is leading the charge. She's not letting any python escape her grasp. Go get him, Cody. Get him, get him. Getting our march on now. We've just spoke to another 2 ladies and they have just said he's on the floor, or she's on the floor.
Slowly moving, they said.
Slowly moving. Slowly moving. I'm seeing a mass amount of people, so I'm guessing we might have a python nearby. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
It's attracted a whole group. Let's see if we can see it. Just there in the distance.
What they call benches.
So it is in the distance, but Lindsay has officially seen her first snake wild in Australia. What an experience. Yeah, I think we're going to go around the other side. We can't, he blends in, I think. Oh, yes, I can see his tail.
Head there, to the left of the tree.
Oh, there he is.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, wow, look at him.
And that one isn't made of wood.
That is a real snake. Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, and he's got a big belly. Oh, here comes his big belly.
That is a big old belly.
What do you reckon he's eating? Bush rat?
Bush rat, bandicoot,
Paddy melon?
Pico.
Maybe not a paddy melon.
Paddymelons would be a bit big, maybe, but I don't know. I've never seen a paddymelon squished up in a stomach, so
That is
Wow.
Big there,
that is big.
Look at him.
There might be a family that came on through that's now gone missing. Looks like there could be a whole family of people in that belly
Yeah.
right there. No wonder. Oh, you can eat buffet.
It is Sunday. Maybe that was his Sunday roast.
Sunday roast. Maybe that's
He's just had his Sunday afternoon lunch.
Good one as well, isn't it?
That's
That
a
is a-
good snake to see.
He's a good snake.
If we stay here for a little while, we might see him. Well, he's not going to cross the path, but we'll see where he gets up to.
At the other side of that tree going up. Oh, hello.
Oh,
Look
look
at
at him.
Beautiful, beautiful
They're
snake.
stunning, aren't they?
I love them so much, especially the pythons.
Yeah. I love the green tree snakes just because I love the colours, but they're incredible. They're just so magnificent, aren't they?
It's insane.
Yeah.
What are we saying? 2 meters, maybe?
I'd say more than 2
Do you
meters, to
reckon?
be honest.
2 and a
maybe.
bit?
Yeah.
2.2, 2.3?
7 foot.
Yeah, 7 foot. Yeah, so maybe a bit longer actually. What do you think to your first snake sighting, Mum? I told you we'd get one.
I'm so
That's not
glad
just
we
a
did.
snake.
It's a monster. What's funny is that's bigger than the wood carving one. The one that I said,
I
you don't
know.
get him that big. This one definitely has to be the biggest that I've seen in our time. And obviously the contributing factor is the big lunch that I think that one's had. But
Imagine if we would have seen him eat his lunch.
oh my gosh. I don't know. I think it's a common misconception that they dislocate the jaw. But I think the jaw's always intact, but the jaw just enables them to open up and just devour. But we went to Australia Zoo and they have not an endemic species to Australia, but they have a boa constrictor and it yawned. And the video of this, like, I got a video, I think, of the snake yawning, but they have like 4 different independent moving sections, like top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And they like stretch the jaw independent. And then the fangs came out. I was like, that is insane.
I think he was eyeing up me and Shay for his lunch.
I think he
actually.
was.
I think he was yawning.
And I think he could have got you both, to be honest.
100% in one. When did you buy those earrings?
I just really didn't want to litter, so I came up
Yeah.
with a brand new invention.
That's good. You should sell them at the Monday markets.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
This one's a bit full. There's still a bit of coffee, and it's actually starting to work. So I'm actually going
Oh.
to take that off. I'm gonna have an ear like a snake's mouth. Mum, you never commented on my earrings. Are you a fan? Are you a fan?
I have to apologise as well, guys. You can probably tell from my voice. I've been absolutely ridden with an illness. I don't know what it is. So sorry if I've not been on camera and not been myself. But yeah, I've been pretty out of it for the last couple of days. I think I spent like 2 days in bed, which is not like me. I've been struggling. Horrible. Oh my gosh. You see him?
Between the 2 trees. What's it doing?
Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh.
That's going to be heavy to pull through, that, isn't it?
Jeez, look at him. Yeah, hopefully you get to see him wrap around the tree. It's incredible. It's so majestic. Look at us. Oh, it was so worth coming here. Quick, Justin, quick. Oh, wow.
Wait, look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of food.
How's he gonna do him?
Is it wrong that I want to give them a kiss? They're so cute.
Yeah, sweet.
I love a snake. I just love them so much.
I think he thought better of going up with that big weight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I might bring the tree down.
Whoa, look at that. That middle bit of his belly's really weighing him down.
Chip through.
That is.
Oh,
it's Jesus.
That is big. Whatever he's eating, that is big. The size of it.
oh my God.
Nation.
Yes.
Do you reckon he'll just stay quite low on the ground then when they've first digested something? Because it must be hard to get. You can't get up a tree surely like
I
that.
think they need to go up because of other predators. Because if they stay on the floor, if they stay on the actual forest floor,
What would eat the carpet
they
pythons?
would go up. Or you see them, they go up and they digest
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But
Maybe-
what would
maybe
his
they sleep.
predator be?
Humans?
Because the red bellies don't get involved with them.
I just think it's more for a safety thing, just to kind of get up there.
Take a bit of ages to digest that, so you'll have to be still.
Also with all the smells, because the sense of smell,
Yeah.
I imagine, they smell with the tongue, don't they? But you can imagine that they'll be getting all the senses of the people around. So it's probably a bit anxious to get up,
Yeah,
to
true.
get away as quick as. I'm just so happy. I know it sounds silly, but for Mum to have seen a snake, and I know you were not too keen on seeing one, but
I think you were though.
you were just a bit from a safe distance.
Yeah.
Like, this is a wild snake. This is just living its life.
This, and I don't mind snakes at all, but that stupid bloody thing you thought made me think was a snake.
That was a
That yeah, I know it's a joke now, but it shit me up. So obviously I am scared of snakes.
wow. You could outrun this one. That's what the last person said, and look at its stomach now.
The twig snapping under its thunderous weight.
So cute. Wibble wobble.
Blown away.
Blown away.
We're in blown away.
I'm so happy, honestly. That is what we were waiting
Perfect,
for.
that, isn't it?
It's everything ticked off now for me, that.
And it weren't just a snake.
It wasn't.
Snake.
It was.
It was a show.
And it's the best one to see.
Beautiful thing.
So good.
Oh, scary.
Scary.
Not scary because it was quite slow, but.
And it's eaten, so it wasn't interesting.
Yeah.
It was all done. Calm down. It's just a python grabbing you. That one hadn't eaten him. Right, we're going to get back to the original route now and then carry on back through, because we've got a few more things to see. I don't know whether these are wrens. Just hopping about in the path in front of us. Got eye makeup on. Probably need to let them know that there's a python about. Yup. So, from what you've just said then, we can send you home today then. We can push the flight forward. There's nothing that you need to see now, right?
Really?
Early flight home. Well, you've seen everything now.
No, I won't see the snake.
Not been to the zoo yet.
Not busy.
Ah, right. We'll have to keep you about for a bit longer then.
Oh, what a shame.
That looks like a hand that you could shake. And why is there just a random bubble? It's just a bubble floating then.
A bubble.
And that is our time wrapped up. Everything we wanted to see, we managed to see, and a bit more. Not bad. Take that all day. On to the next spot now. And we are now leaving after seeing the snake. That is a big tick off the bucket list of Australia.
Absolutely massive.
Insane.
Because like we were saying, weren't we? We've not got not seen a snake, not seen a snake.
You don't get bigger
There
than
is
that.
nothing better.
It was
than
waiting. It was waiting, that one for us, wasn't
that.
it?
All those little snakes I didn't see.
And it's the best one to see.
Incredible
The
to
best
see it
one.
on telly. And you David Attenborough's at it
Yeah.
and all these other folk.
Mhm.
And you're just like, oh well. And then see
Seymour.
real life.
Seymour.
Not behind glass.
Not in
Not
the
behind
zoo.
glass.
Not behind glass.
Wild.
Steak I've seen in
Steak?
Are you planning on eating it?
You don't eat it.
I don't want to eat it.
But bigger than anyone that you've seen in captivity.
Yeah. Just enormous doing its own thing.
Just
I want
chill.
to know what it ate.
Bush rat.
Looks like a bush rat or something.
Somebody
I
said
don't even know what-
bandicoot, but I think
It's
they're
a bush rat. I imagine
Rat.
it just.
they're a
Right,
big old rat. Yeah.
Could it have been a child or a dog?
Well, if it was too noisy or a bit of a problem, maybe the parents chucked it to the snake for a little dinner.
There you go.
Any kids
Yeah,
watching?
We heard that baby crying bird.
Maybe it was
bird?
actually a baby. Right. Well, it stopped very quickly after I saw the snake. So maybe you're on something there.
Incredible.
Ooh,
Brilliant.
love it.
Love
Yes. And so that is actually going to be a wrap on today's video. It might be a shorter one than the usual. If you've not gone and watched our mega vlog, which was an hour long, go and enjoy that. That's 3 days worth. The reason why we've actually cut today's video short, we came home relaxing. Cody's felt a little bit under the weather and needed to get back and get resting. So we've had a chill time by the pool, not really filmed much, but seeing my mum's reaction to her first ever snake is amazing. I think it's a fantastic video to just, I want that encapsulated into its own section so that I can always go back and reference the first time my mum has ever seen a snake. And it was a carpet python, I believe. Amazing. Doesn't get much better than that. But we shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the support. I know it's a shorter video than usual, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it. There's plenty more in the backlogs that if you've not seen, go and check them out if you really want to put up with this face any longer. But thank you very much for watching and all the support, whether that's liking, hyping, or whatever the goodness is. If you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. I want to say thank you to the members. Show your names on the screen, and we shall see you in the next one. Adios.